Hey, what's going on, guys? Snowball back here once again. Welcome back to another episode of, I don't even know what to call it, but modes in Modern Warfare 3 from the winning live stream, I guess you could call it. We're doing a challenge in a live stream right now to get 1,000 wins. That's right, it's about the wins. It's not really about the MOABs, but I know that people really like to see MOABs, so I'm going to be featuring them on my channel here, all the MOABs that I've gotten from the winning live stream, I guess you could call it. I honestly don't really even have a name. Like, the title is just Challenge 800 and something out of 1,000 MOABs, because that's how many I have right now and in Modern Warfare 3. And so, you know, that's the title of the live stream on Twitch. So if you guys want to see this full gameplay with the live commentary, the epicness, the challenge here, it was one heck of a challenge for a bit. And if you guys want to see that live, then check the link down in the description below, and you guys can see the full gameplay and everything. So anyways, Overpowered, right. You might want to check out last videos to hear what I was talking about there, about Call of Duty and the logic of some people. But in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about this Overpowered situation. So, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in overpowered guns. Like, they say, you shouldn't use that gun, it's overpowered. Oh, it's too easy to use the ACR. Okay, well, first of all, it's a gun in the game. It's a perk in the game. You can use it. It's not like it's not allowed. Why would they put it in the game if it's not allowed? You know, if you want to run Assassin, go ahead and run Assassin. If you want to run Blind Eye, go ahead and run Blind Eye. I mean, it's the fact that it's a part in the game. You know, I mean, yeah, you can bitch and moan about people going down into Final Stand, but what I do is I start shooting at their feet first, because, or you know, in the, I guess, abdominal area, because I know for 90% of the people are going to be using Final Stand, and so as I shoot them, they're going to be going into Final Stand, so I'm just going to aim at the ground anyways, just to kill them. But when it comes to overpowered weapons, what does overpowered really mean? I mean, sure, okay, so if you say overpowered, then is a powerful weapon okay? So if you're saying a powerful weapon is okay, then that means that it is okay for one weapon to be a little more powerful than the other. But please, for me, define overpowered. If you want to say that the ACR has too much power to it, then why? I mean, why? Does this make sense to you guys? I mean, it's a gun in the game. You can use it. Go ahead and use it. But I think it's the fact that most people say a gun is overpowered because so many people use it. The gun, yeah, it is a little bit easier to use. It has good iron sights on it, so you can aim with it. But, you know, I use the FAD a lot too. I do just as good, if not better, with the FAD than I do as compared with the ACR. Now, the ACR, I can aim and shoot across the map, but with the FAD, I can also. I'm running attachments on it right now. I have the red dot sight and the silencer, and it takes like 3-4 bullets to kill somebody across the map. I mean, nobody called that one overpowered. But also with the G36, I do like a little 3-round burst with it, so I don't get too much recoil. And it does the same exact thing. With this MP7, I'm shooting people across the map also. But with the PM9, I'm shooting people with just a few bullets and killing them too. So, I mean, is this really called overpowered, or is it just the fact that we have a little bit of skill? The people with the skill are using these guns that are one of the most powerful in the game and have a little bit more accuracy as compared to some other games. I mean, if you want to take overpowered out of the game, then we might as well say, let's make every single gun the same amount of power, the same amount of accuracy, the same amount of rounds per clip. And if we do that, then every single gun is going to be the same. But then what's the point of having different guns? Like, that wouldn't make sense to me. So we might as well all be using a pistol, because that would be as powerful as, say, a javelin or an ACR. I mean, there would be no difference. And so it's good to have a little bit more power in some guns. It gives you a challenge to use some of the weaker guns to try to have a really good game or something like that, if you're into that sort of thing. But as far as overpowered goes, I think it's just the skill with some people. I mean, I've been using the FAD and coming across people with ACRs or MP7s, and I'm wrecking them. I mean, it's just the fact that, and I'm not trying to say this to brag, but I have a little bit more skill than some people, as well as a lot of people out there have more skill than me. And as you can see, some people are backing out because, like I said in the last video, they can't take a loss. We're doing Team TAC right now. and it showed up as Demolition, and they can't take a loss. I mean, there's one guy left. It's miserable. But back to the overpowered situation. Some people have more skill than others. Some people have less skill than others. And when you have somebody with more skill that's better at the game than you, that knows the maps, that maybe knows the spawns better, that knows how many bullets it's going to take to kill somebody, you have that average in your head, like I just need to hold the trigger for a second and a half and they're dead, something like that. Or that know that when you're running a ballistic vest, you have to hold the trigger a little bit longer so you put more bullets into them. Stuff like that. Somebody has a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more skill than you, and they're using an ACR, and now suddenly you're calling it overpowered. But then whenever somebody's using a gun, say somebody's using the PM9, once again for this example, which this gun cannot be shot very far because it has a ton of recoil and your dude holds it with one hand. You start shooting this gun and you kill somebody and they say, oh my god, this guy's a faggot with his PM9. Well, why? I mean, it doesn't make any sense why people are saying stuff like this. I honestly don't get it. I mean, stick to one gun, you're going to get pretty good with that gun. It doesn't matter what gun it is, you're going to get pretty good with it. And so, you use the MP7 and you use it for a while, you're going to get used to it and you're going to get really good with it. And then people are going to start calling it overpowered. Whenever this game first came out, I was using the G36 a lot because that's the first gun you can unlock. And I was getting pretty good with it because that's the only gun I was using. And then people started calling it overpowered and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, why? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But it's the fact that everybody is using the ACR, that other people want to say it's overpowered. It's because so many people are using it. And so people call it overpowered, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And so I honestly don't believe in overpowered. And to cap that off, somebody was using the dual FMG9s and saying you can't deny that it's overpowered because some shit sniper is using it and getting kills. Well, it's two guns versus one. Try using a single FMG9 and getting good kills with it. It's not as easy as using two FMG9s at the same time and getting kills with it. That's because there's two guns there. It's two bullets at a time versus one bullet at a time. And so, burst firing those guns, shooting twice the amount of what you would with one is the difference there. So, yeah, I really hope that people can understand that and kind of see the logic that I'm coming from. This is why I don't believe in overpowered. So I've been Snowball. You guys have been awesome. Check out the live commentary here. Check the link down in the description to click it there over to Twitch to see the full gameplay and everything. And I'll see you guys later. Adios.